So now that we've got our courses done, and now that we've got our roles generated, let's talk about creating exams. So a certification exam, this is something that's going to be more than just a quiz or more than just an evaluation. This is one that you want to have legally defensible. And so the exams tool within Wayfinder is built specifically to pull data directly from the course that's been generated and all the exam items that have been generated, and then create various pieces to it. So let's walk you through this. So what I'm going to do is first select my role. So I've got my Wayfinder MCP collaboration role here. I'm going to click create exam. And then it starts me out through the planning bit. So here I can click start generation. Then I select the role. So this is going to be, the purpose is going to be for roles certification. I could set this up as onboarding certificate, promotion readiness, annual recertification, however I want to do that. My audience I define right here, and this is going to let the AI agent know that's building this on the back end at what difficulty level the course question should be. Total items, it defaults to 24, but I can set it to as high as I want, as many as I want. It'll generate those. Your pass threshold, it's set by default to 80, but if you are in new learning and development, then you probably want to do 72 and have that be your pass rate, or 70 to be your pass rate. That's completely up to you. Time limit, you can give it 90 minutes, you can give it an hour, defaults to 90 minutes. And then the scenario ratio is going to be based on how many scenario questions are going to be generated. Okay. The source evidence gives you all the source evidence that's going to be provided. You can see from what it's building. If you have very specific, so here you've got all tools that are available, the description, examples, different competencies you want to add. And you can add additional competencies if you want. You can completely edit this to your heart's content. Must test topics and must not test topics. That way you can set up things and do it the way you want. So I can go ahead and save my blueprint. I can approve that blueprint. And now it's going to start building. And then it builds my questions. And it does a test on these questions and evaluates them against relevancy and completeness. And then if it's 100% ready, it's ready to go. It tells you which ones are scenarios and which ones are just multiple choice questions. And then as you look through, those questions are going to pop over here. So you can see the stem of the question. If there's a scenario, the scenario that's available. You can go through your various options. These are going to be your questions, A, B, C, and D. The correct answer index, it starts from 0. So don't think 1. It's going to be 0 is A, 1 is B, so on and so forth. And then here are your source references. So it lets you know where it's pulling this data for the question. There are no quality flags, but if there were, you can go through and regenerate each of the additional items to increase the quality. Okay. Once that's done, I can approve the item bank. You can see that I've got 120 items and I only asked for 100. It gives you extra items before it starts assembling them. So we're going to assemble, and it builds out my exam for me. Once I'm happy with that, I can add my certificate. And here I can give the certificate name, the certification name. So this can be Wayfinder MCP Engineer, executive name, executive title. issuer name, if this is going to be someone different than the executive name, and then their title. So this would be like, say, the head of the training department and the title. And if I want, I can add a background URL. Otherwise, it'll use the default background image. And I can preview that certificate here. So this is the default. You can see what it looks like. Okay. If I'm happy with that, I can approve the form. Then all that's left is to publish.